survive, conflict cannot survive without your participation, meaning conflict in itself actually has always been or mostly been an internal phenomena and an inward creation of the mind, because conflict has to do with the human mind, and all of the weakness, deficiency, and evil in the world exists not naturally, not sovereignly, independently, and certainly it's not nature either, but it's human. It's very much humanly, and it all has to do with the human being's mind and capacity to feel, intellectualize, reason, and feel also in one way or another. And most importantly, it comes from the mind, if not from the heart or the soul. And that means freedom, truth, happiness, knowledge, wisdom, intelligence are all internal faculties and inward powers of the human mind, and subjective creations also of the human mind, such as happiness, freedom, truth, delight, fantasy, pleasure, desire are all creations of the human mind for satisfaction, contentment, and the sustainment of the human being into the future without dying from depression, desperation, frustration, and disorientation in life. So again, if conflict is inward, if conflict always stems from the human mind, and if conflict, chaos, difficulty, shortcoming, and other evils in the world perpetuates because of the human beings only, and if it is always created from the human mind and consciousness only, then we are individually and collectively responsible for not only the creation of conflict, weakness, shortcoming, hostility, envy in the world, but also the perpetuation of all that into the future as well as into the present in one way or another, and neither nature nor reality itself. And our conflict, our thought have contaminated the reality as well, because ultimately the collective unconscious dictates reality. The collective unconscious and the archetypal possession, and that kind of possessed and unconscious behavior, action, attitude from ourselves ultimately controls the matrix in one way or another. And that means conflict is not only created by the human being's mind and unconscious content and unprocessed chaos, but also we perpetuate it because we refuse to see the bad within ourselves, because we have literally overlooked anything and everything that we have not liked in ourselves, and that has perpetuated conflict. And conflict perpetuates because of our participation in it. If we do not have any involvement or participation in conflict, which is solely primarily inward, which comes from the internal side of the human being, from the mind, then it cannot create, it cannot go on, it cannot perpetuate itself either, if not for our participation. If we stop participating in it, then conflict